Oh, special strikes. Faint. Stun. Piercing strikes. Yes. Oh, strength by 1, you say. What? Oh. Never mind. Nothing to see here. Move along. Just reading some Kill Team is all. That's all that's going on here. Nothing SBG related. Only Kill Team. Welcome, my friends, to a very special episode of Pints and Paints. Today, we are going to take a look at the new box set that we were so graciously gifted by the folks at Warhammer Community Team. It's the Battle of the Pelennor Fields. It's what everybody's talking about. It's what everybody's waiting for, and we've got it for you here. So we're going to share a few different videos. We're going to break it up. Instead of doing one long, massive review and video, we're going to break it up into sections. So obviously first we're going to go through, we're going to do the unboxing, we're going to have a look. As you can see, obviously had a little gander, but I'm going to take you through, open up the box, show you what's in the contents, and take you through this stunning product. I can say firsthand that looking through it and looking at the pieces available, for a new player getting into this game, it is absolutely fantastic. So we're going to go into things like breaking down the starting scenarios that are provided in the booklet with the starting profiles, etc. Obviously, we don't have any access to the current profiles as of yet. Do not have an army book. However, we do have the rules. There's some pretty great changes in those rules, and I'm excited to share those with you, but we're going to do that in a separate video. So we're going to break it up. We're going to go by rules. We're going to go over the scenarios in a separate video. We're going to go over, obviously this one here is going to be the unboxing, so stay tuned to the OHA. There's going to be a series of videos this weekend showing you everything in the box, right down to Theoden, the new sculpt. He is absolutely stunning. I couldn't wait. He is actually built and primed, so I'm going to be getting some paint on him later tonight. But obviously we are going to bring you along for all of that wonderful journey. So let me just start by saying that as a caveat, obviously this is a fantastic moment for our hobby. For a game that sort of stood on the brink for as long as it did, it's fantastic to see new life being breathed into it. The Middle-earth team has done a stunning job. The product is absolutely phenomenal, coming from where we were. You know, even I'm fairly new to the SBG scene, you know, just about 2 years now, I guess, almost 2 years, I guess. Stunning difference compared to when I first got into SBG, or picked it back up, I guess, from way back when, and started collecting again and then started playing for the first time. I can honestly say it's a huge difference, and I'm very excited to see the direction going forward. I'm really hoping that this is going to be a massive boon for our hobby in general, because I think that this box set that's been put together is going to lure in new players. Obviously it's going to lure in new players. We've seen an influx in people joining the various groups, whether it be GBHL, OHA, OSBGL, the American League, it doesn't matter. People are flooding in, so we need to keep that interest going. So we want to make sure that we are doing our part. We're going to get out and do some promotions, and as well as that, we're going to be doing demos and how-to videos and things of that nature. So the direction going forward for the OHA within the next month or two is going to be basically a how-to paint guide for this new box set. As I said, we will be raffling off a copy of the new box set at our next event, which is Scouring the West Farthing, September 28th and 29th. But that's not what you're here for. Let's get into the content of this box set. It's stunning. It's gorgeous. I'm going to take you through piece by piece. Alright guys, here we are. Here is the box in all its glory. Obviously the art is absolutely stunning. We've got the new branding here. Theoden and the Witch King, forces of good and evil squaring off. It's absolutely beautiful. It's a fantastic box. The art is terrific, but let's see what is inside. See if I can do this freehand. And here we have it, guys. When we open up the box, this is Sprue City. The amount of models included in this box set is absolutely stunning. So as you can see, we've got the Riders of Rohan, Army of the Dead. I'm going to go through and take all these out piece by piece, show you some stills at the end of the video so you can have a look. I'll just pull out some of the product here. We're getting down into the Troll. The Troll is awesome because it's just like the standard kit, so you can outfit it with the drums. You can make it an Isengard Troll, whatever you like. So you've got your Nazgul, the Witch King, and all the fun pieces for the Nazgul. We've got the horses for the Horse Lords. And hold on. GW goodness. That's right. SBG GW goodness, no less. We've got our riders, our mounts. We've got some more mounts. We've got... What's this? What's this, you say? Rohan foot troops. Excellent. Ah, yes. And more filth. These would be the Morannons. You have 3 wonderful sprues of models that if you're a good player, you can wipe off the table. You've got a wonderful set of instructions in the box, taking you through all of the various components. And of course the big man himself, Theoden King. Obviously that sprue is missing out of my set because I have already assembled and primed him. So there will be photographs of him at the end of the video. But just to give you an idea, the detail on this miniature is absolutely stunning. The very, very little cleanup. Hardly any mold lines. The seams, whoever figured out where the seams were going to be for that model, quite frankly, was a bloody genius. It looks absolutely stunning. Then, of course, we get into the dice, the tokens, the measures, oh, and, of course, the bases. One interesting piece to note is that Theoden was not a Slotta base miniature. So the dismount, or the foot model, did not fit into a Slotta base. He just goes onto a standard base, I suppose. So maybe a sign of things to come. Who knows? Moving away from the Slotta base? Who knows? Here we have the scenarios and profiles. Middle-earth strategy battle game, Battle of Pelennor Field. So we are going to go through this in depth in the next video. And then, of course, the rules manual. The tome, the mighty tome, full of SBG goodness. Lots and lots and lots of goodies. There's lots of art, lots of photographs, demo armies, example armies. What is the total page count on this fine book, you say? Including the indexes, we are at 207. So 208 pages, I suppose, including the back. Apologize for that not focusing. I'm just too excited. There's so much to look at. But as I say, we are going to go through and we are going to do an in-depth review of everything. We're going to go through the models. We're going to go through all the different pieces. I'm going to do a quick one right now. I'm going to drop you back down onto the tripod, stop this freehand stuff that won't focus, and I will get right back to you. Right, now that we're done the freehand mumbo-jumbo, let's get into some of the excellent components here. So we've got some pretty nice hard cardstock tokens that came in the game. They have 1 and 2s printed on them. They have prone, transfixed, failed courage, heroic combat, heroic shoot, heroic move, heroic strike, half move, cavalry charge. Everything a budding SBG player will require to keep track of all the wonderful and fantastic options that are taking place during his epic combat. Crazy. You have a good and evil measuring stick. So you've got the green, obviously, with the emblem of the Horse Lords upon it. And then, of course, you have the red of Mordor with the crown, I believe. Or is that an eye? I'm not entirely sure. You be the judge. Anyways, you got some measuring sticks. This is perfect for new players. Obviously, also, it came with a number of dice, which is fantastic. A step away from the standard white GW dice, which is quite nice. I know many of the new games have stepped away from that sort of traditional white die. But it's nice. You've got the green and red, and obviously green for Rohan, red for, you know, they're following a theme. It's excellent. Very, very, very cool. I wanted to take a quick minute. I know we're going to go in depth and take a look at the models specifically, but I just have to show this guy off. He is absolutely fantastic. He is a wonderful dynamic pose. I'm not sure how well that's going to focus, guys. Anyways, there will be some stills at the end, but he is a fantastic model. Very, very impressed with the quality of the sculpt. The ease at which the model went together itself as well was absolutely stunning. So as I said before, the instructions, comprehensive, detailed, everything you need. You know, for a new person coming in, it's step by step. It's excellent. It's excellent, and I think that's something that needs to be stressed right from the get-go. Is this box set is most definitely geared towards a new SBG hobbyist, and I think that they've nailed it on the head. So as I said, we'll go through and do a bunch of this stuff in depth, but as I said, the Battle of Pelennor Fields has a number of scenarios in it. So it has a total of 4, I believe. As well, it lists the profiles. Ooh, sneaky, sneaky. You've got a quick reference guide on the back for everything you need to know. The wound chart, the shoot phase, all that fun stuff. You're declaring your heroic actions. Middle Earth awaits, sort of a little blurb on how to expand your hobby, which is excellent for the new players. The 3 scenarios, one is Charge of the Rover Rim, so this one is geared sort of towards the newer player. It only features 12 riders of Rohan and 24 Moran and Orcs, and it just gets you into the basic mechanics of the game. So as I said, we're going to go more in depth, take a look at every scenario in this particular book and see how it stacks up. We are also going to play test it, pretending that we're newbies, and I use the word pretending very lightly, but we're going to give it a playthrough on Tuesday night and get some of that recorded for some new players, so that we have sort of a library for taking them through step by step on how to play these particular scenarios. So as far as the unboxing goes, I'm not going to get any more in-depth than that right now. I'm going to go through piece by piece. We're going to go over the rulebook. We're going to go over the differences in the rules, the changes, the subtle changes, the major changes, everything. It's so very exciting. And then we'll go through, we'll obviously do the scenario book, go through all of that stuff. I want to do a model review, take you through, for those of you who are old hat to the hobby. You know, a lot of the models, yes, are certainly you know, not going to be anything new to pre-existing players who've been playing the game for a number of years. The Theoden model obviously being the exception to that. But for new players, I think it's going to be very handy to go through, talk about you know, the caliber of troop, maybe go over some of their profiles, and just talk a little bit about how to use them, where to use them, particularly geared to this scenario, obviously. The one thing I will say and elaborate on with regards to the scenario book is it does a good job of giving you tactical hints for new players on what you should be doing in this scenario. So as the evil player, it may say, you know, you need to get into combat and tie up the cavalry, obviously. Whereas for the Rohan player, it's going to be telling you, obviously, the complete opposite. You want to pick your charges, you want to stay out of range of an enemy charge so that your charge can go off. Because it's interesting to note that for the first 3 scenarios, you do not use any of the special rules in the rulebook or in the profiles. So it is very bare bones, basic, straight up move, combat. That's it. So an excellent way to get players into the game, and I look forward to running something like this at our event Scouring. Both myself and Dane are going to be running demo games. I think we're going to gear it towards this. We're going to use these exact models, keep it simple, and maybe get them playing through all 4 scenarios in the span of however long it takes, and really get them engaged in the game so they understand the mechanics, the core mechanics, before we start bringing in all of the fun and epic special rules. So that's it for the OHA super quick unboxing. That's all I got. Obviously we'll go in depth for the rest of the stuff, but I wanted to get this up as a quick teaser for those of you, you know, who obviously some of the videos I can just imagine are going to be long, you know, anywhere from 45 minutes to, I would be shocked if there aren't some that are an hour and a half, almost 2 hours. You know, obviously some members of our hobby are going to get into this, they're going to get talking, and they're just going to keep rolling and rolling and rolling and go through just about everything it has to offer. We wanted to go about it a little different, break it up so that it is a little more manageable time-wise to watch and follow. So that's what we've done. This one here is the quick unboxing, showing you what's in the kit, what you're going to get when you go and pick this thing up after pre-ordering it. And that's what you need to do. If you haven't pre-ordered your copy, get out there and pre-order a copy, because it is well worth it. Even for existing players, the value in this box is absolutely stunning. So get out there, support your SBG hobby, support the Middle-earth team, and get yourself a great starter set. That's it. Cheers. Thanks for joining me.